Well, good morning. It's going to be a strange day this morning, to say today, I can tell you that, because I was walking yesterday doing door-to-door visits, and I got this text from the pastor saying, Bruce, could you do deacon ordination tomorrow? I'm like, sure, I can do that. And then I texted him this morning, and I said, what's the order of worship? Who's giving the message? And he said, you are. I'm like, you didn't tell me that one, did you? So if you're watching, you got me on that one. Okay, so let's just put it this way. If Georgia Tech can win a game in 26 seconds, we can get out of here in 25 minutes, I guarantee. No, just joking. Just joking. But thank y'all for allowing me to come. I said I wasn't going to get emotional, but I probably will, so just being a deacon is a great responsibility. It's probably one of the biggest responsibilities, I've ever had in my life. So it's one that, you're here to serve, and we don't take these tasks lightly. We pick men that we think will be competent to serve and that be willing to serve. So y'all bear with me as I get through this, but I just want y'all to know that several years ago when I was ordained, I was given a towel, and the purpose of the towel was to serve, to wash the feet of those that you're serving, and to make sure that those people are taken care of. So that was how Kevin presented it to me, and similarly, I want to present it to y'all that way too. So, deacon is a very hard job. It's time-consuming at times. Everybody has busy lives, and I always like to send out cards every year to tell people, to say, I have a busy life too. If you need me, we are there for you. And deacons are there. You just have to call them and ask them. If you don't know who your deacon is, by all means, contact the pastor, contact the church office, and we can tell you. We all try to send out cards to everybody, give you our information, how to get in touch with us, and things like that, so you can find us. But, sometimes we're out of the loop. We don't know who's admitted to the hospital, who's been seen, who's going to the doctor's offices, who's fixing to have surgery. So anytime something big is happening in your life, please let your deacon know so he can put you on the prayer list, and he can be there for you to help serve you as you go throughout the day. So deacon qualifications are found in 1 Timothy. We look at 3:8 through 13. But I'm going to start with qualifications of the church leader. So I'm going to start chapter with verse 1. This saying is trustworthy. If anyone aspires to be an overseer, he desires a noble work. An overseer, therefore, must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, self-controlled, sensible, respectable, hospitable, an able teacher, not addicted to wine, not a bully, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not greedy, one who manages his own household competently, having his children under control with all dignity. If anyone does not know how to manage his own household, how will he be able to take care of God's church? He must not be a new convert, or he might become conceited and fall into the condemnation of the devil. Furthermore, he must have a good reputation among outsiders, so that he does not fall into disgrace and the devil's trap. Before we get into the deacons, I can tell you the devil's trap is out there. It's out there every day. We face it constantly. Especially being a deacon, you're going to be preyed upon. The devil knows he's going to come after you. He's going to look for you. So these three men that we're ordaining today will definitely need your prayers and your undivided prayers. I mean, just constantly pray for them, because it is very hard. It's a tough life to lead. But these men can do it. I know they can. Deacons likewise should be worthy of respect, not hypocritical, not drinking a lot of wine, not greedy for money, holding the mystery of the faith with a clear conscience. And they must also be tested first. If they prove blameless, then they can serve as deacons. We have a deacon questionnaire that we give each deacon before we vote on them. And the deacons have to fill it out, and they have to answer it. They have to go over it with their wives. Their wives have to be committed to this too. We'll get into that in a minute. But the deacons have a charge. They have a charge to serve you, to serve each and every member of this church, and to go out into the world and serve too. So I'm hoping that you will understand that not only do they serve this church family, but they also go out and try to bring people into the church too. And that's through reaching you. If you have friends or family that you need to be touched, feel free to ask your deacon. Say, hey, I got a friend that's lost, or a friend that needs some help. Can you pray for them? And that deacon will be glad to do that for you too. Wives, too, must be worthy of respect, not slanderous, self-controlled, faithful in everything. Deacons must be husbands of one wife, managing their children and their own households competently. For those who have served well as deacons acquire a good standing for themselves and great boldness in the faith in Christ Jesus. So the wives have to be a part of this too, like I said. They have to be able to stand there and pray for their wife, pray for their husbands, understand what's going on with them as they go through this. But luckily, my wife helps me. She likes to keep me informed and keep me advised of what to do. So, and she'll send me little reminders, or she'll say, hey, make sure you contact this person today. They're in the hospital, or go see this person. So it is an important part for the whole family to get involved. I've been doing this for, we used to be 4 years a deacon, 4 years off, 4 years deacon, and then we went to 3 years off. So I'm actually on my 12th year of being a deacon. However, I'm on my 20th year of being a deacon. So time goes by fast, and we have to remember that busy life just fits right in there. So it's not a permanent. Once you're ordained as a deacon, you're always a deacon. So you might as well get used to that. So you're always there to be called upon, always there to be asked to do something. And you see that those that are called to serve well. And we do go through this, and as deacons, we do sit down and look at each application that's put in. We go over that application. We talk about that person. We look at their history in the church. We look at how they've tithed. We don't know how much they tithe or what they tithe, but if they're regular tithers, and all these men that we are presenting today have done that. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and call them in forward. Hill Clarke, there you go. All right. Josh Stokes and Jason LeBlanc. And if y'all just have a seat over here. And so your wife's here. You want to come up too? You can come up if you want to. Stand behind your husband. Lindsay's actually working today. Jason, do you have somebody you want to come up and stay with you? Jason, do you have somebody? You want your mom or somebody to come up? Yeah, you can come up if you want to. Stand with him. So my first call is the wife. Yes, Sheila's coming up for Josh. The wives. Deacons play a critical role within the church. Wives, family members, will you support them as they become servants to the church family? Will you be steadfast in support for them when they pray, helping them prepare to go out and assist those that are under their watch? Will you pray with them? Will you pray for them? Pray with them and for them as they take on this task each and every day, because this is not a hit or miss. It's a everyday task. They must be watchful and thankful and praying for their deacon family members every day and those that are lost. Church, will you support these men as they go out into our community to reach those in need? Will you pray for them as they do their ministry? And will you assist them to ensure that they have what they need to perform their duties for this church? And when I say assist them, I mean contact them if you need something. Call them. Don't be afraid to call them. All too often I hear people say, I don't know who my deacon representative is. I said, well, have they sent you a card? Have they called you? Yeah, but I can't remember their names. Well, put it in your smartphone. Put it on your fridge. Call the church. Make sure you know who your deacon rep is, and please call them. They are very, very busy. I can assure you, working and carrying on their lives, but they are there for you if you need them. All they are is just a phone call away, and make sure that you do call them and ask for them. So at this time, I'll ask Sean to come up, and we're going to present certificates and books. These certificates are for each of the deacons being ordained today, and there's a book about how to be a deacon and what to prepare for, and then there's also one for the wives, how to be a deacon's wife. Yes, you have homework, wives, family members, you have homework, so you have to do that with them too. Um, so this is not a task we take lightly. Each one of you are given names and family members to take care of. Will you take care of those family members? Will you pray for them each day? Will you lead them when they need leading? Will you guide them when they need guiding? Will you assist when they need your assistance? Will you work for them to ensure that they have what they need to carry out their mission of being a good Christian? Yes? Yeah. All right. So at this time, I'll ask all ordained men to come and lay hands on the gentleman, and we're going to do a short prayer for them, and then we'll do our benediction. And we'll ask W.C. Bentley to say our benediction. Now we'll have the three gentlemen come up and line up front so everybody come by and shake their hands, but we'll sing out as just as I am.